Greetings. This cultural anime was released not long ago, and don't worry because there is no NTR in it. The story is about this plus-sized guy who is the main character, and he has a crush on this girl. It all started when she called out to him to return his keychain back to him. Ever since that day, he fell in love with her, and he hopes that she can notice him. Since he looks like that, and she is one of the most popular girl in school, his classmates told him that become an engineer is much easier than going out with her.
僕に女子が優しくしてくれるなんて初めてだったし、早瀬さん綺麗で、それで
住む世界が違うんだぜ。ひどいことを言うけど、君みたいなデブの陰キャには無理さ。諦めるんだね。
However, they didn't know that he is the main character. He knew that he needs to step up his game, so he is searching for a way online to make himself look better, because if it's on the internet, then it must be true.
でも何をしたらいいか。清潔感、髪型。
On the next day, he went to school with that yee-ass haircut. When he entered the classroom, everyone saw his haircut and laughed at him for that. However, she called out to him, and she wants to know what's wrong with his hair.
ね
え、
え、どうしたのそれ。こっち来て。ねえねえ、名前なんて言うの？
鈴木です。
なんて呼ばれてる？
智彦なので、友とか。
じゃあ、チョムね。チョムって呼ぶね。
After that, both of them are chatting with each other, and he is glad that his plan actually worked out in his favor. Ever since that day, both of them have been talking and hanging out together often.
休み時間にいつも呼んでくれて。
チョム、おいで。
はい。綾瀬さんたちの輪に混ぜてもらえたりした。そうして1ヶ月が過ぎた頃。急にお腹が痛くなってトイレ行ってたら、みんな帰っちゃった。
One day, right before he went home, he remembered that he needs to get her contact info so he can contact her after school. Then, she is right in front of him, and he is surprised because she still hasn't go home yet.
先生から呼び出し。ピアス開けすぎだって。別によくない？うざ。
そうですよね。他の人たちは
2組の男子たちとカラオケ行ったから、うちも遅れて行くって言ったんだけどさ。
After a while, she told him that she needs to go to hang out with others for karaoke, but she changed her mind in the end.
いいんですか？
いいのつまんないし。チャムの話の方が面白い。
それは良かったです。早瀬さんに褒められた。
でも帰っても暇なんだよね。チャム暇？
はい、暇です。
じゃあさ、うちんち来てよ。面白い話して。
When he heard that, he didn't expect that he would be this lucky, since this is the perfect opportunity for him to get closer to her. When he is at her room, he is nervous, because this might be his first time in a girl's room, and that girl is his crush. She is chatting with him, and told him that the guys who usually hang out with her are quite boring compared to him. Then, he told her about their first encounter, and as expected, she doesn't remember a single thing about it.
キーホルダー？何それ？
髪型より前の話で、学校が終わって帰るときに。
うちが？
はい。拾って渡してくれて、その時初めて綾瀬さんと話したっていうか。
ごめん、覚えてない。
いや、全然。
After that, she asked him if he has a girlfriend.
チャムってさ、彼女いるの？
いませんけど。
She refused to believe that someone like him doesn't have a girlfriend. She is very close to him, so he became nervous. Then, he saw her superior genes right in front of him, and that immediately activated his Excalibur. She noticed that something is rising, but it is not the shield hero. Therefore, she wants to know why is his Excalibur ready for battle. He couldn't answer her, and he is using his singular brain cell to think of excuses. Right after that, she demands him to set his Excalibur free because it does nothing wrong. He is shocked when he heard that, and he tried to reject her. However, she rejects his rejection, so his Excalibur is a free man now, and she is surprised when she noticed that his Excalibur is quite mighty. Well, mine is actually. Anyways, she starts to give him a helping hand. She wants to know if he actually dreamed of this moment, and she wants him to tell her the truth. He doesn't deny it, so she appreciates his honesty and continued the helping hand. This shit is too much for him, so he can't control himself anymore and use Protein Blast. Then she is playing Stepping Simulator 2026 with him, and he used Protein Blast again. After all of that, she told him that it is time for protein time. She also told him that she has the legendary Excalibur protector for him. At that moment, he realized that she might have done the same with others too.
僕だけにしてくれるわけないよね。
でもね、誰にでもするわけじゃないよ。チャムは特別。
Despite knowing that she is for the street, he is still going to explore her dungeon, because that is a dream come true for him, and he is going to come too. Therefore, both of them are going to carry out the protein time together. She is amazed by the power of his Excalibur, so they kept carrying out the protein time over and over again. After everything is over, she thanked him for giving her a fun protein time experience. At that moment, he is not sure if this is actually normal. Well, it is normal for her, but for him, it is different, so he is going to confess his love to her.
ただの友達にここまでしてくれるわけない。僕は早瀬さんが好きです。さっき言った通り責任取ります。付き合えたらいいなって思ってます。よろしくお願いします。
無理。
As expected, he has been rejected, and it looks like he is going to be depressed soon. Well, the anime ended right there, and this anime currently has one episode only. I hope that they can release more episodes soon. For the next anime, it is made by the same studio, and the story is kind of the same, but for me, it is more wholesome than the first anime. The story begins when he is reading a manga in the classroom. All of a sudden, someone called out to him. It is a girl, and it looks like she is interested in reading his manga.
オタクくん、それ破滅の刃じゃん。全巻持ってんの？
一応家には。
今日暇だし、読み行くわ。
Therefore, she wants to hang out at his place to read some. He didn't expect that someone like him will have the opportunity to talk to a girl like her. Ever since that day, she has been coming to his place to read his manga, and it looks like she loves reading Attack on Titan.
はーい。
よー、オタク。漫画読み来たわ。
黒田さん。ちょっと今散らかってて。
Then she entered his room. She is treating this like her own room, and she is making herself at home.
あったあった。反撃の続き読みたかったんだよね。
Although she is intruding his place, he is fine with it because she gave him the dungeon pass, so this means that he is the co-owner of her dungeon. As a result, he can do whatever the hell he wants with her dungeon. This time, he asked her if he can inspect her dungeon, and she allows him to do so. In the meantime, she is just reading her manga, and she doesn't give a single shit about him. She is even talking to him about the manga. Despite giving her the Excalibur treatment, she is not showing any reaction. He has no idea how to deal with that, but he is fine because he gets to use Protein Blast in the end.
もう結構遅いですけど、大丈夫ですか？
反撃の巨獣面白すぎてさ、止まんないわ。
面白いですよね、反撃。
After he saw her dungeon, his Excalibur became ready for battle again, so he asked her if she is fine with it. She told him that he has full access to her dungeon. Therefore, he starts to explore her dungeon. This time, he is exploring her dungeon from behind, and he found out that she is showing a different reaction. He knew that his Excalibur treatment is working, so he begins to increase his power. After everything is over, she suddenly gave him a kiss, and it is her turn to take the lead now. So, she is playing Bouncing Simulator 2026 with him. He did not see that coming, but he will be coming later. During their gaming session, he told her that he has ran out of protection. However, she told him that she is fine with it, and continued the gaming session. In the end, he has given her a lot of farm-fresh protein pie. He apologized to her, and she told him that it is fine.
今行きます。今開けますって。
One day, at nighttime, someone rang his doorbell. It is her, and he is surprised to see her at this hour. It seems like she is in a bad mood, so he wants to know what happened to her.
なんかあったんですか？こんな遅くにどうしたんだろ
She told him that she went to a mixer just now, but there is no good-looking guy there. It looks like she was tricked by her friend, so she is very angry about it. Then he is observing her in 4K, and he found out that she is wearing a very impressive dungeon protector. However, he knew that she is in a bad mood, so he doesn't request to explore her dungeon. The situation is quite awkward. Eventually, she threw a pillow at him and landed a headshot. She told him that she has given him all sort of signal already.
Women.
He explained to her that he didn't explore her dungeon because she is in a bad mood. Then, she told him that she wants to blow off some steam and switch to her default skin partially. At that moment, his Excalibur is fully awake, and they are going to carry out the protein time. He kept exploring her dungeon like his life depends on it over and over again. Despite that, she felt like it is not enough, so they kept gaming for the entire night. Eventually, she has reached the 69th dimension multiple times, and both of them went to sleep. When they are sleeping, she took his blanket so he is freezing. He told her that she should share the blanket, but she ignored him like how Editor ignored me in real life, and went to sleep.
う。少し布団分けて。